I have been a little MIA lately, but I'm back, you guys. So, why have I been MIA? I don't know. Life gets in the way sometimes, and then you have to just like call all your energy back in and then focus on what needs to be done right away, which is an entrepreneurial trait. And that's something that I'm going to talk to you about today. Because I'm an entrepreneur and I work from home mostly, most of the time, I like to wear my PJs. So, don't hate on me because I'm beautiful. Listen, today we're going to talk about what it takes to start your own business. Now, business, in my opinion, is a very spiritual pursuit because it has many different components. One is mindset. This is one component. Like if you don't have the right mindset, you're not gonna achieve much. Like not to sound like a dick, but honestly, you actually need a good mindset. The other one is purpose. The reason that purpose is also here is because you can't just be motivated by money, because money's not going to get you out of bed all the time. You need a purpose. Like let's say even if you need money right now, why do you need money? There's a reason, there's a purpose. It's like, and this is like not a good example, but it's like when people rob banks, like there's a purpose. Like I once saw a video of a guy that was like, I just need to pay my rent, man. He went to the bank to rob it with a purpose. You need a purpose. You can't just be like, oh, I want to make $10,000 today. And then you're going to try and you're going to fail and you're not going to want to keep doing it because you feel like a failure. But if you have a purpose there, you're going to be driven and driven and driven. Okay, so just get a purpose. I don't know what it is, but you know what it is. Mindset, purpose, and I want to say, and the last one is creativity. I've realized that all of these have different shapes. They are all different ideologies. So let's continue. Now, mindset is so important because when it's 2 a.m. and you feel like nothing is going your way, I'm just thinking back to all the times this has been me in my life, in my entrepreneurial career, and you're sitting and everything goes to shit. Let's say it's 2 a.m., everything's gone to shit. You don't know what to do anymore. You feel like you're lost. You feel like no one can help you. You feel like a failure. You feel like you can't get back up. And you can't get back on that horse. So you go to bed. You just say, I'm going to sleep it off. Then you wake up the next day and you have a purpose. Your purpose immediately helps your mindset. You can't have one without the other. You cannot. So all of these exist together. You can't have one without the other, and you can't have two without the one. You need all three of them, and I'm going to explain why. Mindset helps in all challenging areas. So sometimes when purpose can't get you there, can't get you out of bed, your mindset will. Purpose without mindset is useless because a lot of people have a purpose, but do they have the mind to make it real? Do they? No, you see this a lot of the time. They have so much potential. They you can see that they have a purpose to serve and they just don't serve it because they can't. They don't have the mind to do it. Then there's creativity. How are you going to get these two to work together? Purpose and mindset. You need creativity because creativity is like the car. Purpose is the driver. Mindset is the make. This is actually the perfect fucking analogy. Take my Porsche. This is my mindset, okay? Wealth is my mindset. Purpose, I'm the driver. My purpose is impact. I want to make an impact. I want to do something important. I want to do something that helps people. I want to do something where I get to share my knowledge. My creativity, The car, the drive, is how I get there. Am I taking a left? Am I taking a right? Do I need to stop? Like how am I going to make these two work together? So I've got the mindset, which is the make of the car, a Porsche. Maybe your mindset is a Tesla. Maybe your mindset is a green Toyota that's actually electric. Like maybe that's your mindset. Everyone has a different mindset. Maybe your mindset is a red Ferrari or like a blacked out matte Bugatti. It's your mindset, or a Maserati or a Maybach, like you, or a Honda or a Hyundai, or maybe you want a Pontiac or a muscle car. That's your mind. Think of that as your mindset. I pick a Porsche because I like this sleek life. Like I like this wealth. I like that. I like wealth. I like old money style. This is in my mind who I am. This is in my mind who I am. My purpose is the drive. I'm going to impact everyone's life positively. I'm going to make a space where they can heal. I'm going to make a space where they can find what their fucking calling is. And then they're going to go out in the world and they're going to impact others. And I am the first domino in this train of positivity and light spreading throughout the world. That's my purpose. I express God. That's my purpose. I know it. Creativity is how I'm doing it. How the fuck? Oh, this has taken me so many years to be like, You're always problem solving. You're always always problem solving, always. And you need to be so creative to look at a problem and say, okay, there's a problem. No worries. I see the problem. How am I going to fix it? Creativity. Always. There are so many creative solutions, you guys. It's actually insane. Every single day I wake up and I'm like, I see the problem. I found the solution. It's amazing. Creativity. I need to get some better magnets. So let me give you a perfect example. So I already have given you my Porsche. Okay, so my mindset is my Porsche. Mindset. Let's color coordinate them so we're not confusing anybody. Actually, let's color coordinate them so we're not confusing me. So my Porsche is my mindset. So Porsche. We can also, I'm pretty sure in another video on my other channel, I've explained this, but like a word association game. So for me, Porsche is wealth. I'm wealthy. That's my mindset. Like I'm building so much wealth so that I can have so much impact and freedom. Like that's me, baby. So Porsche is wealth. That's my mindset. What kind of other mindsets do you need to have in order to get there? Well, you need discipline. You need belief, self, and higher power, which inherently is actually just you twice, but we can get into that later. What other kind of mindset? Because when you look at this, what do you really think? Like that person believed in themselves. They're successful. They obviously are disciplined enough to get a Porsche. Or that's what I'm thinking. That's what I see when I look at it. Okay, now my purpose. This is me. My purpose, impact. I literally did a purpose seminar with one of my friends, and my purpose in like 2 words was express God. Which, if you know me and you know I'm a writer and you know like how much I actually talk about divinity, you know like, okay, yeah, that totally makes sense for her purpose. That's my purpose. Impact, express God. So basically, this is how I see myself. Here's the veil. Here's me on this side with God. That will give me some hair. Okay, here's you. You're reaching for me. I'm reaching for you. I want to bring you from here to here on my side with all the others I've helped. Yay! Yay! This guy's tall. Yay! Okay, this is my plan. This is what I want. To bring you past this veil into divinity. That's my purpose. That's my purpose. That's literally my entire purpose. I know it. I love it. Creativity. If this video isn't recording, I'm actually going to cry. Okay. Good news. Good news is I don't need to cry. It is recording. Creativity. How are we going to get from A to B? What is in the way here? What takes you, what? I was going to say what like 10 more times in my head. What is the problem. Like, what's there? What's in your way? What's standing in your way? You always need to creativity. You always need it. Even when your mindset isn't working, you say, what's a creative way that I can get back into my mindset? Maybe you need to wake up at 4 a.m. for a week. Maybe you need to go on a 6 a.m. run. Maybe you need to do a vision board. Like, you need something creative to get you back into this mindset so you can connect with your purpose. So you can drive your fucking Porsche, right? You need it. You need these three. These three are like key. Honestly, MPC. MPC. Sounds cool. MPC. I'm adding that to the business course I just wrote. By the way, it comes out April 1st. It'll be $47 American, which is actually very, very cheap now that I realize how much I've written in it and like how helpful it's going to be. I think 47 is very cheap. But also, not even is this course cheap, but like you also have to do, like, if you follow the things and you actually take action, it'll work for you. Like, even if, look, this is why you need MPC, is because if you don't have these things, you're going to quit very early on. You're going to quit because, like I said, when you're fucking sitting in your room at 2 a.m. and nothing's working and you want to cry because you're worried about paying your rent and you don't know where the money's going to come from, you need this. You need your purpose. You need your mindset. You need your creativity, because that's what's going to get you fucking through it. Nothing else is going to get you through it. Nothing. No one else. Just here. What's my purpose? I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. That self-belief. I can do it. I can do anything. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. It means something. It means so much when you're, trust me, been there, done that. I've been in business for the past, I have failed and tried again and again and again and again for like 5 years before I fucking did it. 5 years of collecting tools to take me on that next 5 years. Like, it took me so long. I failed. I worked so many jobs I hated. I tried, but I had a purpose. I had a vision, and I got creative. I actually didn't know that I was going to come up with a cool acronym today. Look at my acronym being the face of creativity in business. Like, look at what we did today. Look at that. Acronym, baby. MPC. Mindset, purpose, creativity. MPC. Mindset, purpose, creativity. Like, just look in the mirror. Mindset, purpose, creativity. You know? I love going boxing, by the way. Like, you got to say this to yourself every day. Mindset, purpose, creativity. Mindset, purpose, creativity. Mindset, purpose, creativity. It's funny. If my boxing coaches ever watch this YouTube channel, which I highly doubt they will. I did say that this video was about starting a business, but then I realized that in order to start a business, you actually have to start yourself mentally, internally into business. You have to do a shift yourself. And I wish I would have told myself this like 10 years ago. Oh my God. I would have saved so much time. If I would have said, dude, just focus on your purpose and keep going, and like, don't stop if you feel like you failed, just keep trying because it'll actually work at one point, I would have saved myself so much time and money and heartbreak and pain. So take my failures and turn them into gold, please. So I didn't just waste all of that time making mistakes for no reason. You know, honestly, like, I actually, even looking back at it now, I've even made some mistakes like last year that I'm like, damn, girl, you didn't have to do that. Anyway, so especially when you're in the beginning, make sure that you're very clear on like what your mindset is, what your purpose is, what your creativity is. Build your car, build your vessel on how you're going to get there. And finding your purpose, it doesn't have to be something grand. Like, it just can be like, even if you, let's say you don't even want to start a business, you're just watching this video in case you feel like doing it at one point. Your purpose doesn't need to be something that impacts the entire world. Your purpose can be being the best version of you ever. That can be your purpose. Your purpose can be starting a jazz club in your local city for artists who like jazz. Like, it doesn't impact the whole world, but it impacts your community. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be huge all the time. It can be something really small. Like, your purpose can be showing empathy to animals. And so you volunteer at a shelter. That can be your whole purpose. And it's completely fine. It doesn't need to be this huge, huge dream. Like, your purpose could just be knitting sweaters for the homeless. And that is a beautiful purpose, or it can be selling plants, and like educating people on nature in their homes, or like, yeah, oh my God, that'd be such a cool thing. Bringing plants to people's homes and like educating them on why we should still be grounding and like why we should have plants around us and like the benefits of that. Like, how beautiful would that be? How beautiful of a purpose is that? Like, there's so many different things that we can do for purpose. This is just business wise, but I don't want to discourage you. Like, I don't want, you know what I mean? I don't want to be someone who just sells you my course because I want to make money. Because did you see, it's not in my purpose to make money. It's in my mindset, but it's not in my purpose. So my purpose is to do this. My mindset is wealth, but my purpose is different than my mindset. And so it's not in my purpose to throw my course and shove it down your throat. I don't want to do that. If it's not for you, it's not for you. And I don't want you to feel like you're pressured to buy it because that's what you think you should do. If you want to go into business and you're motivated and you're driven, you should do the course and you should come to the retreat because it's going to help. If you don't feel like that's your purpose, don't fucking do it. Like, literally, don't do it then. Find another purpose and do that. Like, it doesn't have to always be the same thing that everyone else is doing either. So everyone's starting a business, okay, don't. You know what I mean? If your purpose is to just like paint. If your purpose is to just make music and like sing it to kindergartners, fucking do that. Do that, okay? Anyways, I just want you to understand the idea between purpose, mindset, and creativity. So before starting your business, you should at least identify your NPC. At least identify this NPC. After that, then you can say, okay, my purpose is to, let's use the plant example. Let's say your purpose is to sell plants to homeowners. No, that's not a purpose. Let's say your purpose is to connect people with nature again. So the mindset can be different things, right? So let's say your mindset is business orientated. So if your mindset is business orientated and your purpose is to connect people with nature, what can you do? Well, let's get creative. So number one, you can start selling plants and you can say, this plant helps with, I don't even know. You know how like different plants vibrate at different frequencies and they like cacti are like more of a protective plant, and okay, connect people with nature, sell them these, give them ideas with plants, open up a plant shop, have plant workshops, have nature YouTube channels. This could be, the creative solution. Or you can do like nature tour walks. Point out like the cool birds or like the leaves on the trees or like the trunks or like the mushrooms. You can connect people with nature. Okay, that's the second one. The third one, you can just literally do a YouTube channel if you want. Okay, you can paint nature, you can draw nature, you can graphic design nature, you can show perfect mathematical like Fibonacci sequences. Am I thinking the right thing? In nature, you can show and educate people on how this works. Like, there's so many ways for you to do your purpose if you have the right mindset and creativity. Do you see how this kind of works? Like, do you see the steps you need to take? I hope that you do. So yeah, there are so many different beautiful things that you can do with your life. You just have to get serious and get clear on what it is that you want to offer the world and yourself, which is part of mindset. Like, I want to offer myself a wealthy life. Some other things that can be really helpful when trying to understand NPC is also like a spiritual life. So I did create an online academy that shows you the way to spirit. So there are guided meditations, there are yoga classes, there are a ton of PDFs like to download and read about cool stuff like dreams, like the ancient Egyptian mystery school, all of this cool stuff, herbs, food, like there's a lot of cool stuff in there, which I think is really helpful in everyday life because if you want to be with your purpose, you need to get in line with the divine somehow. And like the divine is always waiting. Like God is literally just bored without us. Like imagine God is sitting there waiting for his kids to come home and you keep ignoring him. I'm going to say him. I don't believe God is a gender, but I'm saying in this case scenario, I mean, why would God be a gender? Like actually though, really think about that for a second. Why would God be a gender? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, if anything, he'd be both, male and female. There would be a balance, like the sun and the moon, fire and water, earth and air. Like they balance, the yin and yang. Like it does. Anyways, doesn't matter. This is not the point of the video. Point of the video is to tell you that imagine God is at home waiting for his children to come home and they're not coming. And God keeps sending out signs. Hey, why don't you align with your divine self and come back? There's no such thing as separation. Separation is an illusion. We're always together. I am within you. You have the power to do anything you want. This is what God is telling you. These are the signs, and you're ignoring them. That's crazy. Don't do that. Go into the online academy. Read some cool stuff. Come out of there like a champ, Come on. Come on. It can be so simple. Yet we complicate it so much. And we think, oh, I don't even know what we're thinking half the time. Whatever. That's not the point of the video, though I would love to go on this rant, perhaps later. So, business is a spiritual pursuit, 110%. You need to face your shadows. You need to face everything that you don't like about yourself. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and think, wow, how am I sabotaging and betraying myself? It is not for the weak. And it's okay if you don't want to go through all that. You can stick to your 9 to 5. Like it's literally fine. If you feel comfortable in corporate, stay there. We need people who work in corporate anyway. We need people who work in telephone companies and put on our lights and shit. So I'm happy that some of you aren't wanting to go into business. Good. If you know it's not your purpose, good. If you're happy in corporate, good. 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 You can be spiritual as well. It doesn't mean that being in corporate means that you can't be on a spiritual path. You can be on a very spiritual path. I'm just saying entrepreneurship is very challenging. Very challenging. You see a lot of stuff that you don't like about yourself. It does not feel good. It's like corporate will get you there in like 20 years. Entrepreneurship will get you there in 5. Both are fine. Both are okay paths. Both are walkable. They just belong to different people. So no judgment at all. But if you want to start a business, here you go, NPC. Mindset, purpose, creativity. Anyway, guys, yeah, so April 1st, the course comes out. I don't know, I'm just doing a recap now. April 1st, course comes out. Online school is always available. What's really cool, actually? I'm just going to do it anyways because I'm the business owner. If you sign up for this course, I will give you free access to the online academy to make sure that you stay aligned because I love you. And I want you to succeed. And my purpose is to express God anyways, and God would want this. That's why I was given the idea, because God wanted it to come to reality. And God said, here, go. Let's give it to my trusted daughter. And I said, oh. Okay. And I did it. It's almost exactly what happened. Almost. Exactly what happened, except I was laying down and I saw a bird, and the bird gave me the vision, and I said, okay. This channel is going to get weirder and weirder, just so you know. So make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends. Bye.